Okay, my last review video for honors, and that is reference angle. I'm going to abbreviate because I am. A reference angle is made with the terminal side and the closest x-axis. Oh, I'm off the page. It is always between 0 and 90 degrees, but does not include 0 and 90. If it was 0 or 90, that would be a quadrantal angle. So we're going to find angle measures that are not quadrantal. So to find non-quadrantal angles, first find the sine. Then switch angle with reference angle. So mathematicians found a pattern with the quadrantal 1, 2, 3 quadrants, I meant to say. They found that the trig functions repeat themselves except for the sine, S-I-G-N. So if I said, what is the sine of 120 degrees? Now I like to make a little drawing. So here it is. That is 120. Approximately. So the first thing I do is figure out what would the SIGN be. Is it positive or is it negative? Well, all students' sine is positive, or y is going up, so sine is y over r. Y is positive in the second. R is always positive. So sine would be positive. Then you switch it with the reference angle. The reference angle is made with the terminal side and closest x-axis. So that would be right in here. How far is it from 120 to 180? Well, there's 60 degrees in between. And you already have memorized the sine of 60 is square root of 3 over 2. So if I said, okay, what's the cosine of 210? So again, I like to make a drawing. Don't have to, but there it is. So third quadrant, x is negative, y is negative, r is always positive. Cosine's x over r. Negative divided by a positive is negative. Then how many degrees is it between? Well, 180 and 210, that would be 30 degrees. And we know the cosine of 30 is square root of 3 over 2. So if I said, what is the tangent of 315? So you would say, okay, 315, we're right here. A little bit off, but we can go with it. Tangent, fourth quadrant, x is positive, but y is negative. Tangent's y over x. A negative divided by a positive is negative, so we know it's negative. And how many degrees is between the terminal side and closest x-axis? Well, that would be 45. And hopefully we know by now, tangent of 45, that'd be negative 1. Yes, it is. So for me right now, what is the sine of 240? What is the cosine of a negative 120? Ooh, that's a tricky one. What is tangent of, we'll go negative 30. And what is the secant of 150 degrees? Figure out those for me and then turn me back on. Well, 240 is right there. Sine is negative in the third quadrant. 60 degrees is between the closest x-axis and the terminal side. Sine of 60 is square root of 3 over 2. Cosine of negative 120. Here's negative 120 right there. There's 60 degrees between here and the 180, or negative 180, I should say. So cosine's negative in the third, 60 degrees. So it's a negative 1/2. Cosine of 60 is a half. Negative 30 is right here. Tangent's negative in the fourth quadrant. And that'd be 30 degrees between the closest x-axis and negative 30. So that would be 30, which is 1 over the square root of 3. And it's negative. And let's see, secant of 150, whoop. So cosine's negative. Well, all my examples are negative. Wasn't that fun? Of 30 degrees. Cosine 30 is square root of 3 over 2. So this would be 2 over the square root of 3. Yay! Is that what you got? Well, good deal. Those are the 3 review videos. You got 4 days to watch them. Hey, have a good day.